Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the podcast where we think we know everything, but we really don't know shit. No long faces. No long faces. We are 0-2. We're in good company, though. There are 9 other teams in the NFL that are 0-2. Well, 8 of them are probably supposed to be 0-2 right now. We probably could have predicted that 8 of them were going to be 0-2. However, the Chiefs are also 0-2. Now, we did not necessarily see them going 0-2. So I guess misery loves company. Hey, welcome Kansas City Chiefs. Welcome to the basement, because that's where we are. But like I said, no long faces. There's a lot of season left. So you want to talk about Caleb? Yeah, that's always a tough conversation, man, because he's our quarterback and we try to rally behind him, but he kind of lets us down each Sunday. And then you want to say, well, it's not all Caleb's fault. However, some of it is. But we'll get into that with our crew, our all-star team, and our great guest that has been on a few times already. And he knows a lot of shit, whereas we don't know shit. So we got a lot of show. So let's go, Crooked.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso, both when they are on the court, are like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
So we really don't know shit. But guess who else we think really don't know shit? Ryan Poles. Well, I guess we won't say he doesn't know shit, but he might not know scouting. We've not had a Pro Bowler, I think, since Ryan Pace. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't had a really good player, and Ryan Poles has not helped. So the guys that might be helping him scout, what are they doing? Are their heads up their asses? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know shit. But we're just not clicking. People are just not clicking. We do have talented players. I think we do. I think we do have talented players, but they just can't put it together. So yes, we have a whole new coaching regime. It's their first year together. And so it's gonna take a couple years to put this together. But that offensive line is Oh, God. That offensive line is terrible. Caleb has been running for his life. He actually had a better game this game than he did against Minnesota. But he was still running for his life. Oh, my God. Jonah Jackson is terrible. The line kept collapsing right there, right at his gap. Oh, it was bad. It was really bad. And the center, Drew Dahlman, and they're paying these dudes a lot of money. A hell of a lot of money. And I can probably block better than them. Come on, man. It's terrible. It is, it's god awful. But you know what? Before I dig into a rabbit hole, let me get my all-star team out here, man. First up, my man who knows all the stats for all the teams, all the players, basketball and football, a little baseball too, but we ain't talking about none of that shit. We talking about football today. My man, JB.
Tell you what's happening.
Come on, man. Smile. Smile. Be happy.
I'm happy.
Good, man. We good.
We are good. Crawford beat the brakes off of Canelo, so I'm real good. Just like I predicted. I'm real good.
I knew you were going to bring that up, man. Oh,
yeah. Come on, man. You know me too long now. Come on.
Now, how do you feel about our Chicago Bears?
We suck. The new people suck. The old people suck. Quarterback sucks.
I can count on you. I do.
All the free agent pickups that were supposed to be good sucks. The line sucks. Pole sucks. Throw the whole damn team away, man.
I do. I can count on you, man. You are hilarious. So everybody sucks. Just throw everybody away. Start brand new. What is that?
I don't know. It had a bear on it, so I bought it. Big juicy bear hug because I think we need a bear hug.
Well, the Bears are bad news right now, man. So
I don't look. People talking about they got so much talent
right now. I'd be too embarrassed, huh?
I said people talking about how much talent we have on this team and this, that, and the third. I don't see it.
I think individually, they are talented. I mean, you coming from college, you get drafted. You have to have some kind of talent, man. Well,
do you?
There are a few who were drafted that had no talent.
Ryan Leaf was cold in college too.
Yeah, I knew you were going to bring him up. Ryan Leaf. I knew he was going to be brought up. Okay, so there are a few exceptions to that rule. But the Bears do have talented Jalen Johnson, I'm sorry. He's talented. He's just porcelain glass. He gets hurt all the time.
Very talented. Isn't availability part of the talent? Because we don't see the talent if you're not available, right?
Okay, technically, I guess that could a case could be made for that. Montez Sweat. He's talented.
Is he?
We just haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's strike two.
He was talented in Washington, but we need him to be talented here.
Maybe because he had Deron Payne with him.
Possibly. We can't seem to find that 1-2 punch. Oh man, yeah, it's a mess. All right, so let's bring in our next all-star who usually has that Hawk talk, but we're not talking about Hawks tonight. We're talking about the Bears and how they suck. So let's bring him in, my man Frank the Tank.
You ain't getting too many smiles in this show today. That's just, man.
Not getting too many. I have to bring the energy, man. I know.
No, hey, we appreciate the energy. You always bring the energy, and we're all about bringing the energy. But there's just certain things about this team that really crushes your dreams.
Hey, man, it is not time to bring out the funeral suits yet.
No, and
not
I'm
time
right
yet.
there. I am right there with you, T. And I know we've been talking on the chat about this and everything too. We are 0-2 with a brand new regime, started completely like new OC, new DC, new head coach. We started over. Everybody on this panel said, everybody relax. We are not going to be a playoff caliber team this year. It's not going to happen. But I think this game, it's just how it turned out is what really hurt. 52 freaking points you give up on defense? That can't happen.
Defense.
That can't happen. Yes, Caleb played like crap again. Yes, we got a couple. I mean, our defense, I don't think was playing too bad until Jalen Johnson went down with that injury again. And that's when it crashed.
I mean, wasn't it 28-14 at halftime? So they weren't playing great.
I didn't say they were playing great. I just said it wasn't as bad. But, I mean, no, you said it perfectly, T. Montez Sweat needs to freaking go do some yoga or go to anger management to try to get the anger out back in him because he is just playing like he's not even there. And that's not good because
he's
the
playing
worst
like
thing
a sweetheart.
Yeah, the worst thing is last year I saw him double teamed a lot. I'm not seeing him double teamed this year. And he finally got his first sack.
Nobody's scared of him. Nobody's scared of him. Nobody's scared of anybody on this defense. And
Dale had another solid game. I'm going to give him that. He had another solid game. He was the only one who he had another solid game and helped stopping the run. He did. He had a couple more tackles in the back.
He helped stop the run, huh? They got ran all over.
Well, it's not always on his side, though. You can run.
Got ran all over, man.
I got a simple question, though, because I remember quite a few people already anointing Ben Johnson and this coaching staff as miles and miles and miles ahead of what we had last year. Although through the first two games is looking eerily similar and in some aspects a tad bit worse because Dennis Allen, your defense sucks. And I told you all he's not good his first couple years. It takes him a minute. So I'm not impressed by any stretch of the imagination.
All right, well, before we get off into it anymore, let's get up the rest of our team in here and our guests tonight. Yeah, so he probably has the foulest mouth in the city. However, he has a new baby and a new wife, so he might calm that mouth down. Hopefully he does. My man, Edge, no longer foul mouth C.
That's right. I no longer go by 5 Mile C.
Edge, what up, man?
What up? How y'all feeling tonight, fellas?
I'm great. Great. I'm not worried about the 0-2.
I'm not worried either.
I didn't expect to have a winning season anyway.
It's early.
I just expected them not to give up 52 points. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean that was bad, but hey, just gotta have a short memory. That's all. Just like baseball, closer come in, he blow the slave. Short memory. You got to come in, have a short memory, man. Just got to get the communication right. I saw a lot of miscommunication over there on the defensive side against Detroit. I don't know exactly what was going on in that out there in the secondary, but it was a lot of miscommunication. We got to get that straightened up. But 0-2, I'm not worried. If you tell me by week 6 that we 0-6, then yeah.
Then there's going to be some.
I'll be worried. Outside of that, I am not worried at all.
I don't know, man. You might need to get ready. You might need to get ready.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out how how y'all are not worried considering the 0-2 is all in the same division.
Yeah, no one's expecting us to go anywhere.
You still got 4 more division games, brother.
And 4 more losses.
And tell me this, we all knew that it was going to be difficult. These first couple times, you got first time, everything's first.
100%.
First time offensive coordinator, first time head coach, defensive coordinator, all this. We all knew this was going to be rough.
Defensive coordinator is not a first. This is what he does.
He's a first on this team. Yes, he is.
Don't switch the narrative. Oh,
No,
y'all.
he is 100% right on that. He is
all right. Enough.
He's still
we'll get into that in a minute, but we do want to bring in our guest tonight who knows a whole lot of shit. Aside from this horrible loss that the Bears took on Sunday, he does have a great story about his battle with depression and how he overcame that, and now he's thriving and alive. And that's our guy, man. We appreciate him. Former quarterback for the Bears, EK Erik Kramer.
Amen.
Welcome back, Eric. Welcome back, man.
Great to be back amongst the team. You know, T-Nick, first of all, let me just say, that has got to be one of the best hype intros. I've been on a few podcasts. That's got to be the best one, straight up. Plus all the nicknames you guys got. I'm quite surprised, actually, to see why Foul Mouth C changed his nickname to Edge. But Frank,
he had a baby.
Nick, I think the whole thing is just, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of Buttermaker from the Bad News Bears.
Ooh,
wow.
The team's kind of going off in a bunch of different directions. Buttermaker's sitting there with a Budweiser trying to keep people, you know, focused on what they're doing. But anyway, you guys look like you're having fun despite the set of circumstances these Bears find themselves in.
We always still enjoy Tuesdays, man, even when they stink.
I try to keep the energy, even though, they're terrible.
It's an uphill battle. I see it.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, so Caleb, not your favorite.
Well, my thought was him coming out of college. I thought the guy that was better was Bo Nix.
Oh, Bo Nix. Okay.
And I mean, that's just what I thought coming out at the time. And not that Caleb's bad. I think he's got the potential to be very good. But I just think that it does take a while. I mean, he started as a rookie, and it was a completely different set of circumstances. I do think this coaching staff is much better. We haven't seen it happen just yet, but I think they are vastly improved in terms from the top on down. So, they've had a rough start. There's no getting around that. But if we stick right to Caleb Williams, my thought is going into the season, by week 4 or 5, I think Tyson Bagent will be in there. So if you're looking for a spark, you're not going to replace your, outside linebacker. So I think Tyson Bagent, since he's been on the field with the Bears, has been nothing but impressive. And I don't care what season, whether it's preseason, preseason, during the season, it doesn't matter what year. So he was impressive as a rookie, undrafted free agent. Maybe that's why I like it, because I was one of those people.
It could be. That's fair. No, and I remember last time we had you on here, you said that. You said that when we were talking about, I think it was before when we were thinking of either Justin or Caleb, and you were just like, I don't want either of them. Yeah. You straight up said that.
I think we can all see that he knows what he's doing. And the offense consistently goes forward. They get first downs. He makes good decisions. He put the ball where it's supposed to go. They score touchdown. Tell me what's wrong with that picture.
There's nothing wrong with it if it's working.
Nothing.
That's what we need.
I think, when you talk about when they don't have talent, or some of these guys that they brought in as free agents and draft picks, it really, the bottom line is if the guy pulling the trigger, he can elevate or submerge everyone else around him. And I don't care who Tyson Bagent's playing with. First team guys, second team guys, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who he's playing against either.
The smart quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were coach, would you put in Tyson Bates and say, "Hey,
I would. I would.
Really?
And everything I've heard about Ben Johnson is that he doesn't care.
He loves Bajan. He straight up said it.
He's going to play who he thinks is going to win games, period. And that's how I would be. And so, and it's not just that, I'm so in love with the way Tyson Bagent plays, but if he plays as good as he does in games, that means he does the same thing in practice. So it's not a shock to anybody that he's pretty good.
Do you think that if Ben Johnson wanted to do that, do you think he would get any pushback from the higher ups? No, you can't put in Bates. You got to stay with Caleb for now.
I don't think that Ben Johnson would have taken this job if that were the set of circumstances he was operating under. He had his choice to go pretty much any team he wanted to. And he wanted to come here. And I don't think that, if you remember, Ryan Poles was on shaky ground last year.
He was.
And so I think Ben Johnson came in with the understanding that when it comes to what goes on the field, he's calling the shots.
So, but Eric, let me ask you this. When does the propaganda come into play? Because after these first two games, if you look at the way the game was played and then you look at the stats, Caleb basically had the exact same game. And for Ben Johnson to come out today and do the whole PR thing, gave him a vote of confidence, said, oh, he played better. I saw the improvement this game. Where? 60 and 63, 210, 208. 1 touchdown rushing, 1 touchdown passing. This time, 2 touchdowns. 1 interception, should have been 2 this game. Last game, interception that was taken back 2. Where's the improvement? Because I don't see it.
I get you. And I was at the Monday night game, and I was sitting in the end zone, and during the second half, for first half, you couldn't have top to bottom, offense, defense, special teams. They played about as good a half as you could play. And then, whatever reason, Caleb Williams switched uniforms in the second half. And there was a play where I don't know if it was a running back, a receiver going to the flat, and another receiver, like a slot guy, going to the corner. Who was wide open, by the way?
That would be DJ Moore on the left side.
People, DJ Moore, wide open.
So on the way back, I could tell Caleb's now lost his confidence, because on the way back, he was staring at the very guy he ended up throwing to. And if I can see that from 55 rows up, then chances are the other team can see that, the defense coordinator can see that. And so his mind was a mess by then. And that's what I feel you right there, JB. That's a matter of when you lose your confidence, you can't play. You just can't. And there's nothing wrong with, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with going with somebody else who has proven they don't have those issues.
Mm-hmm.
Because believe me, Tyson Bagent will not be a tough sell to the rest of the people on that team. Guaranteed.
I don't think so either.
I think they're already clamoring for it because the rumors swirl. It is what it is. But when you have a quarterback with all the hype that Caleb Williams came in with, the distractions, and then you actually get to the field and you're like, can this kid even really play? And then you look at the games and it's like, hey, plays 10 through 15 scripted. He looks like he's Joe Montana. You take the 10 after the 10 to 15 scripted, he looked like a junior college person that didn't want to play anymore. And it's like, I don't get it.
Not that junior college quarterbacks are bad, because I was one myself one time.
Before NC State, true. But I said they didn't want to play anymore. He looks like, you know what? I don't want to.
I'm just joking. Yeah, I get you. You're right. And you can't effectively play doing that. And so that's what I'm saying is that you have to have, I don't care what position it is, but you have to have the look of somebody who knows what they're doing consistently.
Yes. And I just don't. I'm with you. I feel that Ben Johnson was brought here to win and develop Caleb. If you can't develop him, you're not going to win. So why not go with the person that is already developing and can help you win?
Yeah, I hear you. But I think Ben Johnson looks at it a little differently. At least I hope he does. And that is that I think he believes in the way of doing things that result in wins and result in championships. So it's that process that it keeps you, whether you're a coach, whether you're a player, doesn't matter, but it keeps you on the road of improving all the time, both in your actions and your attitude. And so, surround yourself with as much of those guys as you can, which I still don't get the whole David Montgomery's not here thing.
None of us did.
Yes.
Especially when we're seeing what we got now.
Every time he plays us, he takes it personally too.
Right? I mean,
no, who was the one that said we stopped the run? Was that you, JB?
No.
Oh,
I said AO did a solid job at stopping.
You know what? Your ass out of here. David Montgomery was killing us, man. What are you talking about?
Look it up. Look it up. Everything was on Montez Sweat's side where they ran off of all over. And that's not good because you're paying him $100+ million.
Yeah, but that as a team, they ran for 177 yards. So forget just Sweat. Where's the linebackers?
Yeah, that's true too. But I mean, I truly feel like with Eberflus now coming back to Chicago as our DC, if Caleb does not put up a good game, I see Tyson Bagent starting in week 4. I really do.
Against Pete Carroll.
Out of all people, I'd hate to say it, but Eberflus coming back here and putting a beating on Caleb Williams, that would be the last straw for at least Caleb Williams right now.
That has the feel of Trubisky coming back as a Bill and playing well, doesn't it?
Yes, and that actually happened.
I know it did. He did do pretty good when he did.
So we beat up on Caleb. We beat up on Caleb a lot in just those few minutes. But what about that offensive line, man? Oh my God. They were horrible. Jonah Jackson, they paid him.
I think you pointed it out, and they pointed it out too. Chris Collinsworth pointed it out in the game that, or whoever was commentating, he's got the look of somebody who's a little top heavy, meaning he's not quick out of his stance, and he's having to take too big of steps to make up for his lack of quickness.
Yes.
And then once you do make contact, you've got no leverage.
Yeah.
So
and they get right past.
That left side was destroyed in that game with Braxton and Jonah Jackson. They were destroyed that whole game.
Oh my God.
What you mean
but I will say this. I think
the right. Jonah Jackson was the right guard.
Right.
And Drew Dahlman was the center, who is not good either. I wanted Ryan Kelly. No shade, but Ryan Kelly's in Minnesota killing. But
I will say this, though, just to leave Jonah Jackson a second. Braxton Jones, I do think, because he got hurt late in the year last year, by week 6, 7, 8, you're going to see a revived Braxton Jones because he's still not 100% yet.
I certainly hope so because he's
we all do. I got it, but we all do. We all hope that, but I think there's reason to hope that.
True.
I
certainly hope so because his step is kind of slow too. So, that goes to the injury.
But I do think it's a physical ailment
that
was brought on by a late season injury.
Not a talent thing.
No, I think he's improved. I mean, there's no argument that his rookie year, pass protection wise, he was getting abused. But he improved drastically, I thought, last year.
His biggest issue was the bull rush, though, and that's the thing. He's never really improved enough, at least, to be that left tackle. Because we always joke around about it like he always skipped leg day. Because whenever he got bull rushed, he's so big and so huge, but bull rush, he just got thrown back by a linebacker sometimes.
Right. I hear you, And my counter to that, though, this year would be he really didn't have an off season.
That's true. It's very true.
Well, we're going to see. But at the same time, I mean, I got some questionable moves, like where you draft this guy, Ozzy, so high, and now he's a healthy scratch. The other kid is either scratched or hurt, and it's like what are we doing? And I'm not trying to segue just yet, but there's something that's not adding up that we keep getting these players that are either always hurt or just don't know what the hell they're doing, but yet we keep drafting them, and they're supposed to have all this hype. Okay, why isn't he playing?
Well, case in point, and I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm sorry, but the guy they drafted that was at a Yale last year in the third round, the offensive tackle,
Kyron Amagaji.
Where in the hell is he?
This is the first time where he actually had an off season, and it's just it doesn't look like it. I don't know.
Right. Okay. So I'm with you. I don't. There's some guys that were. Joe Tooney was a superstar everywhere he's been.
Yeah.
And now he's here, and it's not that he's bad, but I just think as a unit, they are not one of the top offensive lines for sure. At least not yet.
But they sure sold us a dream there was going to be a top unit.
I think they more sold us a dream that we were going to have a successful run game, and that's my biggest issue is our front three is getting beat at the point of contact at all times pretty much, and we have nothing to run. And Caleb is going to struggle. Ben Johnson, in my opinion, is going to struggle if you don't at least have a success.
Well, let's address something first of all in that first game.
Mm-hmm.
So you on the first, fourth, and short, down around the whatever it was, 15, 20-yard line going in, they go for, I think it's 4th and 2, and then spread everybody out and throw the damn ball. And, of course, don't get it. But you got one of the best kickers in the NFL. Why are you throwing away points?
Yeah, and I know Ben Johnson, I mean, him and, the Detroit Lions in general, they always go for those type things. But you're not doing that until you have a successful offense who can consistently get you first downs.
I get going. I do. But that play?
Yeah.
Horrible.
Because the friend of mine that I was sitting next to, I told him, I go, look, this is before the play happened. I go, whatever you see here, they've been working on this since day one of training camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it?
Right, like that's your go-to play?
Like, I don't understand why, especially on those 4th and shorts, if you're going to be going for it. And this is something you got to put in Caleb's head, because if there's one thing that I have noticed this year, he does seem like he has a little bit more jump in his step when he is scrambling. He's got to use his legs. I don't care how you get the first down. You just get the first down. You watch players like Lamar Jackson playing football and stuff like that. He's hardly ever thrown it on 4th down unless they just jump up in the box.
Some of those plays he should not be going for.
Yeah,
he should not. Like he said in the Minnesota game, he got greedy. Well, man, get your gritty ass down and get the points.
No, wait. Isn't that ironic for him saying he got greedy, but yet he played called a conservative game after that? Like, so what greed did you see that we didn't see? And in this game, same thing. Erik, I am so sick of this fake bubble screen. I called it every single time it happened. I'm like, screen coming.
The craziest thing, though, is when you watch other teams do it, that they have a successful bubble screen. We just can't do it. Chicago cannot do it.
I get it. T-Nick, I forgot to bring this up earlier. I'm in love with your Fiesta hat. If I was thinking, I would have shown up with my own rally cap because we sure damn need one.
Yes, we do. Absolutely, we do. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
One thing I wanted to ask you, Erik, what do you think about, first of all, Chicago Bears spent the number 10 pick on Colston Loveland, the number 39 pick on Luther Burton.
Right.
Is it the coach or is it the QB? Because Roma Dunze had 11 targets last game.
Dropped 4
in 2 games. Cole Kmet and Colston Loveland have a combined 9 targets.
Right.
9. And you spent the number 10 pick on the tight end. We all know that was a Ben Johnson pick.
Right.
That's what Ben Johnson wanted. You think that he has to do you think it's Caleb, or do you think it's Ben Johnson that's not getting this kid, or hell, for that matter, Cole Kmet the ball? Because our tight ends need to get involved. I mean, we can go back to last year where the tight ends weren't involved due to, I guess, Caleb Williams not getting them involved. Because I think Cole Kmet may have had 48 receptions when he had just came off the previous year with like 74.
He was blocking a lot last year, though. I will admit that.
Well, if you would have told me, if we were talking right now and you just said Colson Loveland didn't play, I believe you. Because I was
actually in on 39% of the passes. I think he was on 39% of the plays, or he had 39 snaps, one of the two.
I get you. But if you hadn't told me that right now, and you told me he played 0 plays, I'd have believed you. So I get your point. I mean, if you're going to draft him and that's going to be one of the centerpieces of your offense, then make it happen. And because he's a talented guy. So I'm with you. I don't get why that happened. And Luther Burden, I mean, if you go down the list, I mean, shoot. There's not a whole lot of teams out there with this much firepower, at least personnel-wise, on offense.
It's not.
But if we're not using them.
So wait.
I mean, could you imagine Kansas City Chiefs if you'd have flip-flopped right now the skill positions offensively?
Oh, my God.
Patrick Mahomes would throw for 6,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the new NFL record from what he could do with the receivers that we have.
If he had those weapons, two good tight ends, probably 3 or 4 good wide receivers, a nice running back. Oh my God.
So hold on now. In fairness, because we do look at things on paper, we preview, right? But maybe we oversold, right? Maybe Colston Loveland is not as good as a Brock Bowers. Maybe DJ Moore is tired of not getting the ball and Rome getting more targets. So maybe it's not necessarily a complete Caleb issue. Ben Johnson hasn't been calling the best plays. Maybe it's just a snowball effect of everything. And now he's like, I don't know what to do, because one thing for sure, 2 things for certain. If you get drafted or make an NFL team, however you get on, you got some talent.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure. Now, whether the coaches know how to cultivate the talent, use the talent, or if your talent is not as up to par as some other people, that's where I'm looking at. Because how do you have a DJ Moore, but it seems like you never throw to him?
Right.
How do you have this two-headed monster at tight end, but you never throw to him?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't know if Colston Loveland has skills or not, because he hasn't been targeted. He's only been targeted
once.
3 times.
3 times a game.
So you wouldn't know if he. It's not about him being Brock Bowers.
That speaks to 2 stories. Is he not targeted because of Caleb? Is he not targeted because he can't get open? 2 things can be
I'll tell you this. Both of them, one of them is bullshit because he's been open. They've gone and done the all.
Yeah, there were a few times in that
he's
first
been
game
open. He's
open.
wide open. The thing is that right now you have a quarterback that even you can go back to last year that wasn't getting the tight ends involved even when they were wide open.
It reminds me a little bit of how, when Nico Lamaleva left Tennessee, ends up at UCLA, their backup quarterback ends up at Tennessee. They have completely forgotten about Nico Lamaleva.
Yeah.
Like not even in the rearview mirror, like way gone.
Even though they did blow that Georgia game.
I get it, but it wasn't Joey Aguilar's fault.
No,
it was not.
And so my point there is that I think, to me, this is a hell of a roster. And they've had a for sure rough start. And I don't even know that they can describe why.
Mm-hmm.
When I say they, I mean the coaching staff. But I do think that in time they will get their act together, but I also do think that, and I don't want this to come out like I'm calling for Caleb Williams like to be replaced. What I am saying is they've got a competent guy in Tyson Bagent if they were to make that move. I don't think anybody on the team is going to go, what? You know, I mean, he's over time earned the respect of the other people, including the coaching staff.
Yeah. I mean, I think he definitely has the respect of his teammates. They seem to like him. Like you said, the coaching staff seems to like him. I mean, hell, last year's coaching staff even liked him. Mm-hmm. So, thing is that we got this first round, this number 1 pick.
Yep.
And he got to get his head out his ass. I don't know what it is that he's waiting on. It's too much of that playground ass football where he's rolling to one side, he rolls to his right, trying to wait for somebody. Sometimes you got to throw it away. And then what's also, I can't blame it all on him because he's not getting no help. Like, it's been 2 games that we've had this year. How many times have you seen in 2 games that the Chicago Bears have been like in 2nd and 30 something?
It happened twice just this last game.
It just happened twice. And I think it happened the first game as well, where they were like,
it happened
2nd and 3rd and 30 something. Like, that's unfucking believable. It does not happen in football.
Edge, just let me jump in here and say you were dangerously close to earning back your old nickname.
You can tell by the tone.
That's a good one.
The more things you have to say, you're kind of you're starting to peak. Is all I'm saying.
It's getting up and up and up.
I agree with those like situations too. I mean, but this is what I was talking with people in the chat about and everything as well. I mean, we're in week 2. I mean, we all said it's going to take time. And I mean, the key thing that worries me though is, and I know everybody here said it, including you, Eric, he's missing wide open receivers.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
not even seeing them to throw them the ball.
Yeah. That's where I was going. Like, missing them wide open or just not seeing them. And I mean, that can happen once or twice a game or something like that. Maybe even 3 times a game. But I mean, we're seeing it like 8 or 9 times in a game like that. That scares me because, I mean, I'm hoping we at least have a coach now in Ben Johnson who is sitting in the film room with him, showing him everything that he's missing. And I mean,
well, I can tell you that here's what happens. So when you throw into double coverage, I guarantee you somebody was running wide ass open.
Yeah,
absolutely. That you didn't see. So not only when they watch film, and they do, not only does Caleb Williams see that, and the coach see that, all the other players see that, especially the guy that was running the route that was wide open. So everybody just has to do their job well. And unfortunately, it's glaring when the guy that's throwing the ball isn't doing his. It's not as glaring when the backup safety isn't doing his job unless he just gave up a home run. But, you know,
which happened.
It does. But I'm just saying, like, the guy, and I'm talking about the quarterback now, you've got to be able to just execute on time. And there's no doubt Caleb has done that. You know, and I mean, like, getting through the progression on time and maybe hitting the guy over the ball at 5 yards and who gets another 4 or 5 after, you're in 2nd and 1 now.
Right.
Yeah. That's part of the game. And they're not all home runs, but he's done it, but now do it throughout the whole game and not just one game, but the next one after that.
Yeah.
And I think out of that position, if that happens, you will start winning. It's just, that's the formula. It just happens.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, yeah, you said it perfectly. And I mean, it's weird because the last few years, they've always started off the games horribly. He always starts off the games very well. Like, it seems like they have a good game plan on where they start off the game. And then the defense of the other team makes adjustments, and Caleb just doesn't adjust to a different one or something. I don't know.
He called Caleb fingernail polish Freddy.
Got to give him the shout out for that super one right there for the
Hat tip to you, my brother.
Absolutely.
Shout out to you, man.
You got them
All right,
spirit
so-
fingers.
We are kind of beating up on him a little bit, but
I mean, we are
playing well.
I mean, the thing is this: this Chicago. We know how it is. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to quarterbacks, we've been sold this bill of goods that this guy is supposed to be generational, and he does have generational talent. Like the guy can throw the ball. He didn't have accuracy issues when he was at USC. You know, he played a lot of backyard football. Okay. He can move. He's more athletic than people actually thought. I think somebody said that on the broadcast, like, I didn't know that he was that athletic. I knew that he was that athletic.
He just haven't showed it yet.
No. Yeah. They said he actually has been doing speed conditioning and stuff. So he's gotten in better shape than he was at USC. So that's what you're seeing. So
but I mean, even when you saw him his freshman year, Oklahoma, he took 170 yards.
Right.
Well, that's good that he has that.
Yeah, he took 170 yards at Oklahoma. So he's got the ability to sit up there and run. Now the thing is, he doesn't like to do it. He's came out openly said that he doesn't.
All right, Dan. That's good that he has that athleticism because he's been running for his life, and I don't see that stopping. I don't see that stopping.
It can easily be stopped once they. I mean, Eric, you can contest once they get a little bit more continuity on the line, get used to playing with each other. Because you got to remember, you got 3 new men in the middle. A guy that's a damn turnstile on the left side. He's not even completely healthy. So you damn sure got to do something about that over there. And once the guy over there at the right tackle gets his head out his ass, we'd be okay too.
Yes, Dan. We got real QB on tonight. We got not dissing Caleb. Not saying he's not a real QB, but
I mean, he hasn't proven to be a real QB yet. So I mean,
I think what you guys are talking about and pointing out Caleb's athleticism, that's never a bad thing, by the way. You can't have too much. But what you need to do, if you're Caleb or anybody, is be able to hone that down so that it happens within the
constraints of the game, right? The game plan.
Within the confines is probably the wrong word, but within the structure of the offense. Yeah. So everything, like footwork wise, the ball needs to come out. When you drop back and go through the progressions, there's a timing to everything. So it's literally like 1.8 seconds. Then the next one, if you're hitching on something, it would be 2.2. It's down to that.
So let me ask you this, EK, because you playing in Detroit and in various other places, especially your season in North Carolina State. What did you see when you didn't have that line protection? Is that a coaching thing where Ben Johnson is saying, run my system and that's it? Because I would think the best thing you should do for a quarterback that's a little sketchy right now, use your tight ends, use your quick outs and your slants, and use your bootlegs and your rollouts. That's what I would think.
I agree with you. And if you can run the ball effectively enough, then one way to get yourself in rhythm is to get outside the pocket. And with bootlegs, play actions, things that will allow your receivers to get a little further down the field and get you some confidence, just completion after completion after completion. Now, we did see that, by the way, out of that first half against Minnesota. And so it's just a matter of continuing to do that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong if your third option, if you hitch to number 1 and he's not open, you hitch to number 2 and he's not open. And as you're hitching to number 3, by now the line's in your face, either your own or theirs.
Right.
And so being able to escape that and get first downs with your own legs or dumping, drawing the defense in and dumping the ball off, there's nothing wrong with that either. And I think over time, we're going to see more of that happen. I think one of the things that Caleb didn't get in college was how to operate more with the structure of what I just described. It was kind of more of a, sandlot backyard football style, which he thrived in, but now that doesn't work so much.
Yeah.
And I think we've seen the progression of people like gosh, I always forget his name. The one in Baltimore,
Lamar
Jackson, and Jalen Hurts, and Josh Allen. All these guys that have gotten better. They're athletic to begin with, but they've really gotten better at operating with some fundamentals as well.
Yeah, I wanted to also say, don't quite a bit of this falls on Ben Johnson as well, because you can look at it as we talk about the running game. DeAndre Swift, that first game got, I want to say, all the carries, almost all the carries. Then you come into this game, they were talking about how they needed to get Kyle Monangai a little bit more involved. We didn't even know that Rashawn Johnson was actually active, who's supposed to be the second back. The only reason why we knew it was because he was playing special teams, and I saw that big padding that he had on the corner. On situations where you got the third down and 1 and a fourth down and 1. Isn't this when you're supposed to come in and, hey, Rashawn, this is you right here. This is you all right here. This is you all day, baby. We just need 1 yard. We can't get on third down. Hey, kid, we're going right back to you on fourth down. We just need this 1 yard. These are the types of things that we need. We need to incorporate the tight ends into this. This to me seems like it's more of a Ben Johnson thing, where he's not sitting up there at least scheming it open, or at least tell Kelly, hey, your first option is a tight end. Throw it to him. I don't care if he's covered or not. Just throw it to him.
Here's
that you're going to get the tight end involved.
Here's a perfect example of what you're talking about. So how hard is it for the Philadelphia Eagles to teach how to get a quarterback sneak somewhere between 1 and 6 yards every time?
Every time? Oh.
So they do it because they're this high off the freaking ground. I don't care who you are. You're not getting underneath that. Yet when the Bears run a sneak, the offensive linemen come off like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And you get nothing. That's how it works. And so, to your point, that is coaching.
When you do this was always one thing that I was questioning with a quarterback sneak. Wouldn't you kind of want a running back or someone behind you to, if not make it look like you're going to run the ball, but at the same time he's going to push you a little bit?
Nothing wrong with that.
Like,
that's not why they get the first down.
Caleb, I don't think is strong enough to actually push himself.
You've seen that aerial. Yeah, he's fine. But have you seen the aerial shot of when teams now run a quarterback sneak?
Yes.
You have to, okay. They're like a freaking tip of the spear. So they're all going right towards the nose. And you just get behind it and ride the wave. And if there's a guy behind you pushing, super.
Yeah.
Chances are you don't need it.
Yeah, or go to the old I formation. Even
whatever.
if you're going to do a quarterback,
you never do
I formation and act like you're going to sit up there.
But you can do what I just described if you're spread out. You don't need everybody behind you. You don't need all 11 guys bunched up like you don't, because you really got to go through one gap. That's it.
Yeah.
So EK, let me switch to defense real quick because I want your expertise on this too. We had a better defense. Now, mind you, we won Tennessee's game. It was wasn't the greatest game for Caleb, but the defense won the game. Kind of similar.
You can't count on what was the quarterback. I'm sorry to laugh. What's the quarterback's name at Tennessee then?
It was Will Levis.
You can't play Will Levis every week.
You can't. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And so you already know where I'm going with this, because now the JJ McCarthy game was the game all of us thought we were going to win. Unless you were like a Minnesota Vikings fan, we all thought we were going to win.
Correct.
Detroit, some people thought because of Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn being gone, they were going to beat Detroit. However, some of us didn't. We've given up 79 points in 2 games. My math says round up, that's 80. That we've given up 40 points in a game for 2 games.
Yeah.
Where does it stop? Because the people we play next just scored 40 on what labeled as a better defense. Where we at, Eric? Highland, where we at?
Defensive line, I should say.
Better defensive line.
Where you see how Ed is kicking back right now on his back, looking up.
Yeah,
that's us right now. We're on our back. We got damn near knocked out, but we're looking up. So, I mean, you have to get back to doing what you do well, and I'm sure they will.
But do you know what they do well right now? Because
I don't. I don't. Whatever they do well, I haven't seen it. At least not consistently.
They work hard in practice.
I haven't seen none of like the play action, like you were saying, Eric. The bootlegs. I thought they were going to run a lot more of that playing Detroit, because I saw some of that when they were playing Minnesota. They didn't run them too much underneath center. I mean, like, it's like everything we did is like they just decided that they were going to abandon that. Yeah, they gave him Monangai 7 carries, but you didn't give him the ball on 3rd down and 1. You didn't give it to him on 4th down and 1. Like I said, you had Roshan there. He's supposed to be your second back. Like, and then as I think someone stated, it may have been easy, someone in the chat, they stated that last week, I think there were maybe 5 or 7 inactive first rounders that didn't dress. 3 of them were from Chicago. 3 of them were with the Bears.
You said first rounders?
Yeah, like first rounders or second rounders that didn't dress in the NFL.
Right. Oh, in the NFL, I thought you meant for the Bears.
Okay. 3 of those were with the Bears.
Yeah, 3 of them were from Chicago. You know, I don't know how you don't dress Ozzie. I don't know how you don't dress what's his name? What's the other guy?
Shamar Turner?
No, the other left tackle, Karan Amagaji.
Oh, yeah.
Turner has not played. Hell, we don't even know if he's going in practice. We don't know what he's got in them. That would have been a perfect time to throw him into the game, you know, when they get blown out, to see what he can do. We don't know what he can do. We spent the 2nd round pick on him. And
I'm about to say round 2. Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm ready to see Luther Burden at the slot. I seen Zacchaeus for 2 games. Yeah. I'm not overly impressed. I think he can probably do a little wiggle. I want to see Luther Burden. I saw a guy that was tearing up SEC defenses in college.
Right.
It was the top wide receiver in the nation being double teamed last year.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that guy get on the field. Spent the 2nd round pick on. I want to see him.
Yeah.
Right. I'm with you. I see you get no complaint here. And obviously there's what appears to be some juggling that needs to be done. So hopefully we'll see that over these next, this next week or two, because if you keep going with the same formula, like you said, JB, you're giving up 40 points a game. You got that math doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
So something's got to change.
Nah, that's terrible. Actually, and what I found out, that was the worst yards per play in Chicago Bears history last week. They averaged 8-point-something yards per play against the Chicago Bears defense. That was the worst in Chicago Bears history. Even that terrible defense that they had with Mark Trestman.
I thought I saw a stat too that Jared Goff did not miss 1 pass in the second half.
He only missed like 5 passes the whole game.
Total, yeah. And I thought
he was that one game last year. He didn't miss a pass.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Jared Goff is a quarterback. He when there's pressure on him, he is terrible.
Yeah.
He is terrible. He will throw the ball. Jared Goff is also the same quarterback that threw us the ball. I forgot what game was that. How many times he threw us the football one game?
Was that 3 or 4?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 interceptions that he gave us one game. So the guy's terrible when there's pressure on him. But the thing is, if he can sit back there and pity pat the ball, and Tyreek Stevenson, oh my God, the worst cornerback in football. Quarterbacks have a 158 rating when throwing the ball against them. How can you do better than that?
They always catch the ball on him.
There's one. That dude's never going to live that play down, is he, in Washington?
No.
They like almost ruined his career almost.
Not almost.
It might still be with him right now. Who knows?
I want to say, can you hear me? I want to say one thing to one of the guys that's on our team, Diab Muhammad, chef. We call him Chef.
Of course.
He can cook his ass off. And he thinks he knows everything about football like we do. But he don't know shit either. And he argued me down about Tyreek Stevenson how he's an adequate player. Tyreek Stevenson sucks. He's terrible. He's one of the worst cornerbacks in the NFL right now, at least according to most people. Oh my God, this dude, who took him on the piggyback ride?
I want Tyler Gordon on that outside.
You went on the piggyback ride the other day trying to tackle somebody.
Yeah, was
that Jameer? Was that Jameer Good? Gibson?
Jameer Gibbs.
Yeah.
Right. He took Tyreek on the piggyback ride, man.
All I know is I've never seen ever before or since after the ball's been snapped, someone talking noise in the stands while the play is going on. And then also be the guy that blew the play at the end.
Oh my God.
Never seen that before and never will.
He will never, ever, ever live that down. Ever.
But that says something about your character too.
Mm-hmm. And isn't that supposed to be evaluated during your draft time?
That doesn't come up in the interview. Like you can't tell that about somebody just in.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is a good question, Erik, I want you to be the first to answer this. Where are you on Ryan?
Right now?
On Ryan Poles.
On what?
Oh, where are you on Ryan Poles?
You got to read the question, Frank.
Yeah, do you think that Ryan Poles is still a good GM?
Oh, where am I on Ryan Poles?
Yeah,
I do. Yeah, I think he's good. Like I said, I think this is a hell of a roster that they've put together in however long he's been there. What, 3 years? And I mean, they're not playing.
And he did start a full rebuild. He gutted it.
This is Poles.
This is year 4 of him.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, to me, he's put together an excellent roster, and he can't go play the game for them, but I think he's good at what he does. Yeah, I do.
Okay, is this a round robin where we all answer this question?
How is he in evaluating an offensive line? Because I still feel like that's our biggest what is going on here. And he was an offensive lineman.
I mean, him being one himself at one point in his life, I think he's got at least a leg up on most. But like we've all seen, okay, this group as a whole has not played exceptionally well. At least not together yet.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's at least one as far as Braxton Jones goes, there is one guy that's sort of not 100% yet. But that's for the other 4 guys. I don't think they're playing as well together as they could be, for sure.
Yeah.
Dan Tanner, I'm gonna answer next. Ryan Poles is doo-doo. He's poo. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is what I'm gonna tell you why. All the bells and whistles and this looks like this and this looks like that, and you can't evaluate talent, this, that, that. When's the last time he's had a Pro Bowl player that he's drafted? When is the last time one of his one of his top picks has produced beyond mediocrity? They have not. The best person that he's drafted right now is Roma Dunze, and he's just okay. 20 targets, 13 catches of the 7 off targets, 4 of them were drops. And Caleb only throws in him. He locks in. All of them offensive linemen, be it drafted, free agency, Ryan Bates. He was supposed to be the savior. Where is he at? Lucas Patrick and them guys. Oh, no, we're good. We're adequate. We don't need them. You draft, and I'm going to stand on this hill. I'm going to die on this hill. You draft Colston Loveland
down the hill
when you needed a running back 1 and you needed a left tackle 2. Nowhere on the bottom line of the draft board did you see tight end. You know, there's this kid named Josh Simmons who is pretty good as a rookie protecting Patrick Mahomes and just ran down a dude that was doing a 70-yard interception like he was Larry Allen.
Man,
we don't want that guy.
We want a Metcalf moment.
We want Braxton Jones. We want Ozzie Trapilla. We want Kyle guy. We don't want the proven guy. We want a tight end who was hurt 2 of his 3 years in Michigan, and you can't even get him the ball. I'm sick of it. Poles can go, and I won't shed 1 tear.
He poo-pooed.
Damn.
Well, I go next. I like Ryan Poles. I think like you said, Eric, he has acquired the talent because nobody on this panel, unless you just want to prove your point, just to try to prove a point and sound asinine to think that he hasn't acquired talent on this squad, because he has.
Where is it at?
Now, I can't. I know everybody wasn't a fan of a Colston Loveland, and I didn't think that they would pick a Colston Loveland either. But at the same time, was that his pick or was that his head coach's pick? Because I'm pretty sure he picked him and Luther Burton for his head coach. I don't think Ryan Poles had any intentions on taking a tight end.
I think he wanted an offensive lineman, and
I believe he did too. But he said, "Hey, I got this head coach. You're gonna be the guy that's gonna be in charge of these guys. You're gonna be the guy that's gonna develop these young men. So guess what? That's your job. I'm gonna get you what you want. I'm gonna have to take the heat for it, but I'm going to get you what you want." So he sit up there in that sense. He did that, but I can't sit up there and say like he's going to. No, he hasn't drafted any Pro Bowlers. Does he have guys that got Pro Bowl talent? Absolutely. Tyler Gordon could be a Pro Bowler. Jaquan Brisker could be a Pro Bowler. Right, if he ever get his head on straight, could be a Pro Bowler. Caleb and Roma Dunze both could be Pro Bowlers, but unfortunately, they haven't been developed. So until they get developed, until we get the right coaching, hell, you even look at the offensive lineman that he's going to pick. Drew Dalman was one of the best centers in the NFL. He's not looking good right now. Joe Tooney is going to be on his way to the Hall of Fame once his career is done. He's looking okay. Jonah Jackson was a Pro Bowler at one particular point in time.
Don't know how that happened, but the way he's playing.
Huh?
Let me take a chop at this lumber real quick.
Trubisky was a Pro Bowler at one time.
That's a good point.
Let me take a chop at this. Let me take a chop at this.
Chop.
Ryan Poles has cooked at times, and I think most of us has said this. So I'm not gonna say he's terrible. He has, for the most part, always had the right idea. He's had the right idea to get, okay, let's get a tackle here. Let's get a left tackle here. But the players have not necessarily showed us that, yeah, he was a great evaluator of talent to get me. So I think Ryan Poles has had the right idea, but the players just have not showed up. At least most of them.
He right idea but poor execution.
Right. Exactly.
This is where I'm going with it. If I can answer too, like I'm kind of in the middle with it and everything. I think he has made some good picks. I like his negotiating, like how he turned our 5 draft picks when he took over into like 12 draft picks. But when it's all said and done, I feel like he has really been piss poor on the trenches. And in my opinion, you need the trenches to win. Yes, the offensive line struggling, but why are we still not seeing pass rushers? Like, you're not drafting any effective pass rushers. I guess you can say Booker was his only real pass rusher, and he had a great preseason and he got hurt, unfortunately. So maybe that's just bad luck. But in my opinion, he has failed in the trenches, and the trenches is what you really need to turn this team around.
I'm still a little salty with him about letting Roquan go.
Absolutely.
So tell me this:
you weren't going anywhere with Roquan.
How good would y'all think Roquan Smith would be in this defense?
Thank you. He wouldn't have done. Our defense would have been awful with him. Or without
let me jump in here just a second.
He would have made zero impact.
So go ahead, EK.
Roquan, the last 2 years he was here, would not take on a block, just wouldn't take one on, and would consistently go in the wrong gap. And he was not that good, just flat out wasn't.
Skilled, no question.
His name might be good, and the years he had at Georgia were good, but as a Bear, he simply wasn't. So my personal feeling is that they made the right move to. What did they trade for? Did he leave via trade?
They let him walk.
They let him walk.
Okay.
Free agency, yeah.
Then he goes to Baltimore and becomes all pro.
They said they respected him and let him pick his own team.
With a real coach. Remember, he had Sean Desai, who didn't know his ass from his appetite.
Well, like I said, that to me has to do with winning because they were winning. Let's be honest. He was a Pro Bowler here, but no, I think he may have made All Pro or Pro Bowl, but he didn't make the other one. I said, how does that happen? How do you make all? I think he made all.
How are you an All Pro but don't make the? But didn't
make the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
Like so, to me, a lot of that has to do with winning. Like I think honestly, if the Chicago Bears had a winning record, there would be guys that the Bears drafted, that Poles drafted, that
you're right
would have possibly made the Pro Bowl.
You're right.
So before we talk any more about the Bears, I do want to bring in our very opinionated team member who has the biggest mouth in the South, but knows everything about Chicago and the Chicago Bears. Our boy, Mr. Chicago.
Good thing we got in now.
What's up, Chicago?
What's up, man? I'm sorry to tell you, I don't have nothing but bad news to deliver to you. So there's no way you can possibly get a smile or a positive vibe out of me after what we saw this past Sunday.
Come on, man.
It's just not. I'm gonna double down on possibly everything JB said and say much worse than what he said.
Oh boy.
This team,
okay, I'm out.
is completely disrespecting my city. It's a complete disgrace what we saw. Now, you've all heard me say this a number of times on this show, that it's not about the wins and losses per se, but it's how you look losing. How they look losing out there. If no one was breaking into a fight or arguing or ready to punch somebody in the face in the locker room after this embarrassing loss, then you showing me you don't care. You don't care. Y'all, this team don't care. There's no way. And I have to ask this question to you, EK, because in your days of playing with the Bears, I want to know from you. And you've had some uphill battles and some downhill battles, being in that uniform, right? So you would know more than anybody else on this panel. After a loss, a devastating loss such as this one, what was the temperature of the locker room? And who was the voices in that locker room that were speaking up, player-wise, not coaching-wise?
Yeah.
But who were the players speaking up and speaking out about how just downright disgraceful the team played in totality?
You talking about when I was playing?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't vocal all the time, but sometimes, like when it needed to be said, I would say something. Joe Kane was a linebacker who would step up at times, and Brian Cox for sure.
For sure.
So yeah, I think there was, a team. You don't need 10 of them. You know what I mean? People kind of prove themselves by what they do on the field, and at times they'll see an open opportunity, see a window to jump through, and they'll jump through it. And there are times to do that, but you can overdo it too. So I think I guarantee you by week 2, like after this last game, I guarantee you somebody got up, said something, and you have to, because
I want to believe that.
You can't let the train keep barreling downhill, picking up speed, and you're only in week 2.
Yeah. So to kind of double back on what everyone was saying about Ryan Poles, I'm gonna stand on this by saying Ryan Pace actually had 7 Pro Bowls when he was the GM here. Pro Bowls and All Pros, we haven't had one with Ryan Pace. I do think Ryan Pace has good intentions on acquiring the right talent and drafting the right talent, but we don't win games off good intentions. And he's just not good at evaluating talent or his team, his core personnel scouting team is not good at evaluating talent. I ain't gonna put it just all on him because he got Ian Cunningham and the rest of these guys that's on that team of his who scouts these players, vet them out, and evaluate where their talents are, what they're good at, what they're bad at, and different. But what I'm seeing and what he keeps doing is he keeps over-investing in players that are mediocre to okay, thinking we found a damn diamond in the rough when we really just found a damn penny in the damn dirt. And it's a disgrace to me and to the Chicago Bears nation worldwide that we have to be subjected to this being a product, this being called football that we watch Sunday. Again, this being a division rival team that we played against, but to look that bad. Ironically enough, my Bears recap had my Khalil Mack jersey in the background. Yeah. Guess what number he wore? He wore 52. And it took somebody to actually point it out to me for me to realize the irony of this. We gave up 52 damn points in that damn game against the Lions team that's talented, but this was supposed to be a redemption game. And we sat here and looked like we looked inept. We looked like we weren't prepared. We looked like we didn't care. The didn't care part is what's really aggravating me more than anything else. And so for you, and I told you this before the show started, you were the first quarterback that I saw in a Bears uniform. The first game I went to was the Bears versus the Lions. And you taught them a new one. We won that game at home in Soldier Field, as cold as it was out there, in October, no less. Right. But that was my first experience of seeing that team, seeing our home team, being from Chicago, being proud to see that, beating the Detroit Lions and having the Detroit Lions fans looking all sad and sorry and leaving out that damn stadium like, oh man, we got our asses kicked here. But to see this, we're 2025 and we're again, I'm not going to dismiss the idea that we do have new coaching staff, but there are several other damn teams in the NFL with new coaching staffs. Yeah. Don't tell me that they're not turning this around. The Indianapolis Colts had Daniel Jones. They have Daniel Jones, who was on his way out the damn league and almost the worst quarterback in NFL. It's now leading the league after 2 weeks, of course, in passing yards. Are you kidding me right now? You can't make this up.
I love what you're saying because it's not just the Colts. The Atlanta Falcons, who never drafted a pass rusher ever, get 2 in the first round. They end up that game with 6 sacks, I think 3 or 4 turnovers. Yes. They don't need Michael Penix to do anything more than hand off.
Agreed.
That's it. The game was 22-6 and was over after the kickoff.
Yeah. I will say this when you're
Frank Dale didn't have a great game too, by the way. I heard you say that. No, he didn't.
That? He had a pretty good game if you watch the actual stats.
Who's that?
Ao had 3 tackles in the backfield, all stopping run plays. That's a pretty solid team.
I got it. I'm just saying.
But this is the thing where I was going to Chicago, and this is where we're talking about like the Pace Poles situation.
Yeah.
Where I think Poles is missing hardcore on right now, especially on that defensive side. I don't see any leaders. I don't see an Akeem Hicks. I don't see a Khalil Mack. I don't see those. Jalen Johnson is probably the only one that I could truly say has a voice. Like
Jalen Johnson is the best player on our team, and now he's out for the year. Yeah, he's the best player on our team.
That's where I think we're hurting, and where I will say about like Tremaine Edwards and all that. I don't see the leadership in them and up the middle or anything like that either. Like I just don't see that in this team. And
but do we need a rah-rah guy though? Because I don't like this cool comment.
You need some form of it.
I feel like there needs to be. You're a bear. You need to act like a damn bear. I need to see a real leader out here galvanizing the troops, getting them ready, ready to go to war, even on the sideline too. Don't wait till you're in the locker room. At least be on the sideline. I've seen teams on the sideline getting into their teammates about holding them accountable for what the hell they missed out on that damn field when they had the opportunity to do so. Why are we not seeing that with this team here? Everybody gets on the sideline, put their damn head down, start soaking and just start looking all pouting and every damn thing. Pick your damn head up. Y'all are grown men playing football looking like this. That's a disgrace.
Yeah. All right,
You ever give any halftime or
jump
pregame
gears.
pep talks?
Yeah, right. He should be giving his pep talks in the locker room.
Listen, Eric.
Right now, I feel there's a void in that locker room. He might be able to fill.
Yeah, if they had been.
No, EK, he would put us to sleep.
No, I wouldn't. If I ever was invited,
put you to sleep.
If I was ever invited to talk to this team, oh yeah, trust me, I would light some fire on their ass for sure. Because I'm very fired.
We do got to switch gears right here. T wants to jump into something right now. T, do you want to hop on and I'll break it down?
So we do want to talk about a serious topic for the next few minutes. Erik battled with depression and ended up triumphant. And we also have a guest today that's going to join us in a discussion about mental health. It is Suicide Awareness Month.
It is, yes.
And EK overcame suicide. And I think that it's an important topic that should be talked about.
Absolutely.
And so let's bring our guest, Andrea. She's well versed on the topic. She can talk about it as well. And she also has a little history with Erik.
Erik Kramer.
Yes, Mr. Kramer.
Mr. Kramer, you would not remember.
Oh, look at that.
In
that's an awesome picture right there.
I hung out with you for an entire day at a golf tournament for Kevin Butler in Phoenix.
Right.
With my friend Judy Hurley, and we harassed you endlessly, and we pillaged your goodie bag and took everything we wanted, and it was one of the greatest days of my life.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm so happy to see you.
You too. My pleasure.
I'm sure you don't even remember, but that's
no. That was proof right there. I love it.
Yeah, it was such a fun day.
So So to your point, T Nick, I did battle some depression even while playing, and then had a series of tragedies, personal tragedies, where I've got two sons. My oldest son, Griffin, passed away from a heroin overdose, and had prior to that, though, had battled his addiction and was actually drug-free for about a year and a half. And but he also had some when he was about 13 or so years old. Griffin, I was married back then, and we had him neuropsych tested, and the tragedy of that was that Griffin had a very hard time in life, sort of focusing and paying attention. And the result of this, at that age, a neuropsych evaluation takes about 3 or so days. And Janine Beisman's her name, and I'm still in touch with her, is a neuropsychologist. And there was a part of Griffin's brain in the frontal part where, which has to do with your organizational ability, which Griffin didn't really have any. And almost worse, he was a very social kid, and he had no ability to know his own, the way the things he did to sabotage the very relationships he wanted. He had no idea what he was doing. And so eventually in life, it's just instinctive. It's in our DNA. We all have to connect somewhere to somebody. And so if you're not able to do that up here, you keep going down the list until you do find a home somewhere. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately for Griffin, he found that home with other kids who themselves found, were equally incapable. And so anyway, like I said, when Griffin was 18 years old, it's still a senior in high school, he passed away. And that was, back then, that was the saddest day of my life. I don't think I'll have another one that comes close. And not that I'm looking for one, but and then prior to Griffin, even that happening, my mom, in that same year, earlier, the day after Mother's Day, she found out that she had stage 4 uterine cancer.
Oh, no.
Like on Mother's Day, she says, I'm going to go get some tests back tomorrow. I was like, tests for what? And she says, oh, I just haven't really been, nothing important. I haven't really been feeling all that great. Well, that you went from 0 to stage 4 uterine cancer. And she had a radical surgery that year, like around, I think, September, October-ish, and which probably should have killed her, but it didn't. And they took parts of various organs out of her, and eventually she did succumb to her disease later in July of 2012. And so my mom and I had never really been close, honestly, growing up. And I had this feeling that she didn't really like me very much. And it was, as I've gotten to know things a little after the fact, I know that's not the case. But anyway, there was about a year there where we did grow very close. And then she was gone. And then around the time my mom passed away, my dad had some untreated acid reflux that then turned into esophageal cancer. And there's no getting out of that one. And so it was about a 3-year downward spiral. And then by that time, Dylan, my other son, Dylan, was living with his mom, or Sean. And so, it was a very bad time for me, very bad time. And so I'm going to guess I'm the only interview you've ever conducted where somebody shot themselves in the head and on purpose didn't want to be here anymore, but is. And so that was my most unsuccessful attempt at doing anything. Mm-hmm. And since then, this last decade, I would say the last, 4 or 5 years, especially when I've kind of come to, have been amazing.
Well, thank God that you were unsuccessful with that.
I am so happy you were, man. You are so inspirational. You have
I agree with you. There was, first of all, some, as I'm told, some amazing surgeons. One of them I knew beforehand.
Okay.
And I coached his nephew in youth football. And he literally saved my life. And Mark Kerner is his name. And man, what an amazing job he did. But then so many other people who I don't know, I've never met, that did an amazing job helping to keep me alive. And then Anna Durgan, who I've known, we went to high school together. And our whole lives, we've just been good friends. And she is the biggest, I think she's my guardian angel. And we went from being friends, best friends, to being more than that. And that's what I mean. Like, there's been a big turnaround in my life that I could not ever have predicted. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I think that it's, what I can say is that one of the things depression does is, by definition, it isolates you. It isolates you from others. And so I've never had a depressed thought since I woke up, whatever that was 10 years ago. And but I will say that one of the things that I think is vitally important is to build what I would call a home team. And that doesn't have to be 55 people. It could be 2 or 3 that when, just as you go through life, whether it be good news or bad news, somebody that you somehow over the course of your lifetime notice that there's something about somebody that they either look approachable or that you've seen them approach someone else. And this could be when you're a kid. It could be as a teenager, it doesn't really matter when or for how long. And over time, when you begin to cultivate that, that's to me a really good recipe for just having 2 or 3 outlets that you can always go to. It could be a therapist, but it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
And speaking of a therapist, Ms. Schmitz, she has a lot to. She's very well versed on this topic as well, and she actually helped talk me off a ledge one time. Not, I wasn't having suicidal thoughts or anything, but she actually helped talk me off a ledge. So, Ms. Schmitz.
So with this being Suicide Awareness Month, it is important just to know what the signs are and to know the isolation, that you're not alone. Like Erik was saying, develop your team, have 2 or 3 people, have a code. No, like if I text you something out of the blue, that's not common to our vernacular or whatever. I think that it's vitally important to get help. There's 988 that you can text, you can call. There is all kinds of resources out there. Anybody can call or text me. I have no problem with that at all. I've been a marriage and family therapist for 20 years. And Erik, your story touches my heart. And I am so glad to see you and your face, and just your beaming brightness is very inspirational. So it's a big topic. There's a lot of heavy things going on in the world right now, and just make sure you've got your people and you can talk it out or you write it out or whatever you need. We are all here. I know we've developed this Chicago Bears family, and we're all a bit crazy for these Bears, and the Bears actually need some family therapy, I think. But
Very fair.
A little bit more than that. We need a little group session going on, Miss.
Right, and I think Mr. Chicago is kind of leading the charge on maybe helping them out a little bit.
Listen, I just want to commend both you, Erik Kramer, for the work that you did to overcome depression, and you, Dr. Smith. So my wife is actually an LPC who's in that same field, and she schooled me on a lot of different things when it comes to mental health, especially from a grieving and depression state. So I definitely commend the very work that you are doing, and definitely appreciate it.
Thank you. I think it's important to remember, when you have, it's not just a one incident kind of thing. It's complex trauma. When something like Erik was describing, right? It was his son, and then his mom, and then his dad. And there's so many things, and it just piles on top of you, and there's nowhere to put it. And that's when therapy is great, where you can just talk to somebody who can help and provide some resources and coping skills, make a playlist for yourself, have a dance party in the bathroom. I mean, all people just go outside and get your feet in the grass and ground yourself and feel the sun on your face. There is always something around the corner to wake up for, and just to look for the glimmers, even if it's, a Tuesday night and you want to come and hang out with all your friends and talk about the Bears. And, this has actually been a very healing thing for me. My dad was my Bears link, since birth. I've been watching the Bears for 56 years now. And this has satisfied a hole in my heart that was missing since my dad passed away. And I just, this is we all need something to look forward to and all need something to connect with. And so I encourage everybody that, can figure it out is who's in your circle. And you are all welcome to contact me if you need to. I can help find resources in your area. I'm licensed in Arizona, but also am working my license here in Illinois. I'm moving back to Chicago. So coming back home, and the Bears.
Andrea, I thought you were going to say following the Bears put a hole in your heart.
Oh, yeah, well.
That's what I was going with.
It's a dagger and a twist.
Listen, all I ask, Dr. Smith, is that you advocate for like a fandom counseling session. Like fans need to be able to be relieved of the tension and the stress that their team is putting on them. Right. Because this Bears team is added more gray hair and increased my blood pressure too many times to where I'm making a decision to not allow them to affect my blood pressure anymore.
It's true. We all need our coping skills, and they are put to the test when you're a Bears fan. So I will say that.
But like you said, T-Night, there's 8 other 0-2 teams as well.
Right. Yeah. Right. There's not another 0-2 teams.
But I will say this in terms of depression, as it's worked for me in the past, is that it robs you of your perspective. And my girlfriend now, Anna, for years, I'd say at least 3 or 4, would refer to my attempt as an accident. And I said, Anna, you don't get it. This was carefully laid out. Like I precisely knew what I wanted to do. But then a few years went by, and I realized that nobody in their right mind would do something like that. So then I go, wait a minute, I wasn't in my right mind. So I planned something really when I really wasn't myself. Yeah. So I really do think of it now as an accident and a set of circumstances that came into play in my life that I wished I would have, looking back now, I wished I would have not hid what I was going through. I wish I would have done what I'm prescribing, or if that's the right word now, and that is to proactively ahead of the game of just kind of actively pursue and observe those who could make a good home team member. Hopefully you'll earn your way on someone else's, and 2 or 3 others will earn their way onto yours.
So it looked like our guy Jay Grizz, one of our P1s. It looks like he's trying to build his team, if you will, and he wants to connect with Andrea. What is the best way that he can connect with you?
So my work text is 602-753-7379.
And that's the best way he can get you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
yep,
you got that, Jay Grizz. Good luck, man.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, please reach out.
You reach out to any of us, man. We'll talk to you. We'll talk about these bad news Bears. Maybe that'll bring a smile on your face. Well, may not bring a smile to your face, but
I'm telling you, T-Nick, you might want to just think about changing your nickname to Buttermaker.
Buttermaker.
Just something temporary to think about. That's all.
I'm gonna watch that movie. Okay. He said, "Thank you, Andrea."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen. I'm like I said, I'm a huge advocate for mental health. Obviously, I go to therapy as well. Personally dealing with like more grief than anything. I definitely share the sentiment of knowing that having a circle around you will definitely bring perspective on life and how much more you value life more than you thought you did.
Right.
So,
There are some really great therapies out there now. I'm trained in accelerated resolution therapy, and it is so great because it taps into the subconscious part of your brain, and you don't actually have to do a lot of talking. That your brain does all the work for you. So it's amazing therapy. I don't know if you've heard of that, Erik, but it's just
I haven't.
It's amazing.
It had been a while for me. I go to a therapist now too regularly, and I remember the last time I go, she goes, you walk in here and you're always in such a good mood. I go, yeah, and and what's wrong with that, right? I mean, I'm not changing the formula, and so I just think it's great to have people that you can share things with, and if you happen to not be feeling good that day or for a period of time, okay, great. But you've built up some comfortable, a comfortable rapport and relationship with somebody along the way as well.
Yep.
Have you improved your golf game, Erik?
I have, actually. For a guy that really doesn't play that much, I do take lessons once a week from a guy that's a golf genius. And so my game actually has gotten better, even though I don't really get out there a whole bunch.
That was the funniest day of my life. That was hysterical.
So Butthead was just at the whatever, the 85, the reunion thing.
The reunion, right?
Week one.
Yeah.
So it was good to see him again. And his wife Kathy was there, and I said, that was the first time I met her. And I remember I told her, I said, in training camp one year, I learned from your husband, which came from you, that when you're doing your laundry, when it comes to your shorts and pants, just button the top button. She goes, you learned that? I go, yep, thanks to you.
It was so great. All right. Well, thanks for having me on.
Hey, we appreciate you, Andrew.
Yep, thank you, Andrew. And thanks for bringing that. Thanks for giving that picture to them from that Arizona golf day. That was great.
That was so great. It was so great to see you. Take care.
Thank you for the work you're doing. Absolutely.
She sounded like she had a little bit of a cold or something.
Andrew,
get better, please.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't sound that great.
That's my voice.
She sounded fine, T. What are you talking about?
She sounded like she was.
No, she didn't. She sounded fine.
Something.
Hey, you sound.
Hey, come back.
You sound like the Bears right now, man. Cut it out. Look for excuses.
I'm just saying, man. That's my buddy, man. She knows I don't mean any harm. I don't mean any harm. So back to these bad news Bears, because I know Mr. Chicago, I know you're not finished.
No, he finished right now because I got a question for EK before it get too late.
I'm not finished, but go ahead.
No, you finished right now, goddammit. EK.
Yes, sir.
I'm worried about Dallas. I'm worried about the Las Vegas Raiders. And I'm worried about Washington after the break. What say you? Let's start with Dallas because the next predictions, none of those games are we favored to win. I'm concerned.
Actually, we are favored to win the Dallas game. I don't know.
No, we're not. It's a 46. It's a 47% chance of winning. No,
we were favored to win.
Man, I just told you what the odds just came out at. 47%. Stop. Let EK talk.
Well, I think Dallas, even though, right, did they win last week?
Yes, they put up 40 in
that's right. They beat the Giants in the late season. Yeah. They got the kicker of the year right now. But so my thought on that is that Dallas is definitely, even without Michael Parsons, is still a dangerous team. And so the Bears are going to have to play better, certainly, than they played the last two games to win a game, which I think they should win. But, like we've been saying all along, they haven't done it over the course of a full game just yet, which, They can't play as poorly as they've played the last 2 games and beat Dallas.
No, absolutely not.
I agree with you, and I'm going to give Dallas a little bit more credit because if CeeDee Lamb catches one of those 3 drops,
you're right.
They beat the champs.
You're right.
Beat the Eagles.
You're right.
We are not on par with the Eagles at all. So what makes us think that we're just so much better than the Dallas Cowboys?
Nothing.
I don't know who was thinking that, JB. I'm not sure where you're getting that from.
When you say we, I'm not sure there's really anybody here thinks that.
No. Oh, well, there's some people on this panel that had Dallas as a win. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there.
Okay.
It's a really so you all didn't pick the Bears to beat Dallas?
Not I.
Are we talking about like before
before the season started?
Thank you, Edge, because you're the only one telling the truth right now. Thank you.
Because I mean,
what makes Dallas so special?
Dak is back, and they have Jack Pickens.
Dak.
The Bears are not good.
No, we're not good. But before the season started, we looked at that as an actual game that we could win.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, and that's why I was asking EK, because at the beginning of the season, a lot of us on this panel said that, we're going to beat Dallas.
Well, because Dallas overrated as hell.
I
clearly overrated to me.
I'm not going to call Dallas a guaranteed win.
Nobody overrated as hell, JJ. Don't give that much credit.
Any single person said a guaranteed win. Nobody has said it.
Nobody said guaranteed win. Nobody said those words.
NFL schedule where I would say guaranteed.
When we put the schedule, you definitely said we're beating Dallas.
Okay,
but we never said a guaranteed win, though. Don't put words in people's mouths, baby. The Cowboys are overrated as hell, man. Come on, man. They've been trying to be great. They've been trying to be America's team since the damn OJ trial. They ain't won a damn thing. They're nobodies. They still overrated. I don't give a damn about no damn Dallas. Yeah, we're going to lose the damn game, but they don't make them that much better than us. It's just that we're bad. It ain't because they're good.
If they're overrated, what are we?
We suck. I'm not debating that. We're terrible right now. But they don't make them great just because we bad. That means we're bad. They're not that good. They just better than us.
EK, I'm gonna have to show you some video of where they said, we're gonna beat them cowgirls.
Now, had you asked me
but you ain't talking about me. I thought it was
the season if we would beat Dallas, I would have said yes, for sure.
I'm
not sure we could beat Loyola High School.
No.
Oh wow.
No, I'm almost certain there too.
Probably play with more heart. Like JB, I don't think anybody said that we're not. I mean, I'll admit it. I probably did pick the Bears to beat Dallas. I'm going to admit that, but I never said a guarantee.
Nobody said guaranteed.
Maybe you didn't use the word guaranteed, but you all did say at the beginning of the season when we were doing our predictions, had 10 games, 11 games. Frank, you and me had between 8 and 9, 7.
I said 9, yeah.
I said between 9 and 10.
That was one of those wins.
9 and 8.
Now, EK, I'm looking at it like the next 3 games, according to ESPN, had us under 50% winning either of these games.
Well, in hindsight,
I'm sure you guys would if we could win a game. Let's just
out of the next 3, one game.
Just somewhere on the schedule, win one.
Yeah.
Somewhere on the schedule.
Somewhere. Listen, I'm just looking for the first damn win now. At this point, the predictions are out the damn window. Just give me a damn win. That's all I care about right now.
Looks like you know what you're doing for a full game.
Yes. Look like a football player.
All I can tell you this much is that with our secondary hurt the way it is, with Gordon still uncertain, and now Jalen's out for the year, George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb is going to open up a can of what against this damn
secondary. Jalen's out for the year?
I don't think that's
Jalen's out for the year. Jalen's out for the year. He's out for the year.
Where did you read that?
Our defense, listen to me, Eric. Our defense can't stop the damn blind man from walking across the damn street at the damn green light. So what makes you think this secondary going to do any damn thing against CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens? By the way, Pickens being one of the best 50-50 ball receivers in the game.
Like we all know, you're right. The secondary's got no chance unless the best way to affect a passing game from the other team is with a pass rush.
Yeah.
And so if they can manufacture that somehow,
If Montez would stop being so damn zesty and give me a damn sack for $27 million a year, maybe we could be on to something.
You know what? And I would love that, except for Javonte Williams has, 4 touchdowns in 2 games already, and he was supposed to be an afterthought? Like, come on. This isn't rocket science. This is man on man, scheme on scheme.
Yes.
And right now, game recognized game, and the Bears are looking very unfamiliar.
Very much so. And the fact that we got our asses handed to us Sunday, this don't make me look forward to another ass
not
whooping.
going to take this personal.
This is going to be another ass whooping that I'm predicting again, because now after giving up 52 against the Lions, oh yeah, Eberflus is going to be out on some personal shit to actually win that game emphatically. So he's going to want to put up more points than even than Detroit did against us.
Take a breath.
He can't do shit. He's just a defensive.
Whose side? You okay? You okay? Everybody all right?
Can't do nothing. All he is the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, and he don't. I bet you he don't blitz at all. But I bet you he blitz Caleb because he knows Caleb very well, and he knows how Caleb reacts to pressure.
He gonna look very aggressive towards that defense.
Very much so.
Possibility.
You gonna think that was Big Fangio out there?
Would, yes. So Eric, what's your take on this?
I'm glad I ain't around y'all depressing asses.
Yeah, what are you thinking on this game?
Well, enough.
Hold on.
We need to get Andrea back on here.
If anything, it sounds like
we need a therapist.
Dallas is guaranteed to
calm
win.
y'all asses down. Talk to a therapist.
The way we playing, it's almost guaranteed a loss.
Hey, we just gave up 80 points in 2 weeks, man. I don't want to hear nothing.
I'm not trying to hear none of that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. We look awful out here. So Dallas don't put up more points on us too.
Do y'all think the Chicago Bears team's gonna average 40 points a game on them the whole season?
30.
They better not.
30. I hope they
I'm asking y'all because the way y'all talking about, we just going to got 40 points put on us.
Until I see us win a game and we scoring points, then I don't know what else to tell you.
Hey,
I don't got nothing for you, Fal. I ain't got nothing for you.
You need to suit up.
Let me put something in perspective for you.
Suit up.
The Lions scored 13 points week 1 against the Packers. Then they exploded for 52.
I knew that they were going to explode. I didn't think it was.
They basically said, Dan Campbell said, "Oh, I don't care about Ben Johnson. He wasn't nothing compared to what we got over here." And they got the
ball back. They would have scored another touchdown. They would ran the damn score up to 70 points like the damn Dolphins did.
Ben Johnson didn't mean nothing to them, and he proved it.
They just proved that.
Just so you know,
what I'm concerned about is what you're talking about.
Week they scored 6.
Yeah.
Hey,
and then put up 37 against Dallas.
It can happen.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, hey, forget it did. The Bears going 0-16 according to y'all.
17 now. We got an extra game.
Sorry. Yeah, because we lost 2 games.
Hey, Fal. 5-12. Listen, it's looking like 5-12 coming in hot right now. 5-12 looking real hot.
We're going to find a win, EK.
Where the 5 wins coming at?
I don't know. Pick one. Hell.
All I'm saying is it's a good thing none of you guys are in the same room.
we do sometimes.
No, I want to be in the room with you because you're the one making sense. Shit.
I'm just saying, if you're all in the same room, you might not make it out alive.
Well, it's okay because Andrea's coming back to Chicago, so we'll just make sure she's in the room.
Well, no, you know what? Once we get the toast, we okay.
Eric, listen, damn being in the same room with them. If I was at this game, I'm getting thrown out the damn stadium because I'm cussing the entire damn team out to their damn face. I'm getting thrown out. I won't ever be allowed to coach the field again.
I'm going to make a push for you to become the new pregame and halftime speech maker.
I would love for you to do that. Trust me, I got a lot of damn speeches just all freestyling off the top of my damn dome. I know what the hell to say to this damn team. It's going to get them fired up.
Absolutely. I already know you don't need to prepare a thing.
No, not at all.
Try to keep it.
Well, we're going a little different here. You know, back in the day, they had preachers praying before the games. Now we're going to bring in Chicago to give hype talk.
I'm cussing everybody out.
You think Ben ain't doing that already?
Not like I do it. Not like I do
it. Ben's not going to do it with this baritone. No,
not at all.
Okay,
not at all. Not with this Chicago voice. You won't. You ain't got that Chicago in. He ain't got that Chicago in him. He just hired to be here. I'm from there, and he ain't got that.
Before we get into these shout outs, let's
predictions.
Talk about predictions. Let's start with Chicago.
We're losing 27-14.
All right. Let's move to Frank.
30-14. I'm sorry. 30-14.
We're losing 31-27.
Let's go to JB.
30-21.
Who?
Dallas. What you mean? Who? What you Al?
And you know how much it pains me to actually.
You're the only one here, T. Nick, that had to ask who.
Yeah, I know.
I
These
guess
two
so.
games have been.
I guess so. But JB surprises me sometimes with some of the things that come out of his mouth.
I get it.
I told y'all Crawford was gonna win.
Eric, for the record, I hate Dallas just as much as I hate Green Bay, and I really hate Green Bay.
Okay, so let's go to Edge, which we don't have.
Watch you say something now.
Hey, you got to get off the snide sometime, right? I'm going to say the Bears going to win 30-27. You got to get off the snide sometime.
I like it.
I hope for your sake they do. I hope for your sake they do.
I'm going to keep rooting against them until they win.
I'm going to agree with you, Edge, because first of all, unfortunately, I can't play, but I never have lost to Dallas.
Hey, come on.
Look at that.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
So
all right.
Ooh, I see the Bears actually, like you, getting their first win. For a score, I think it's going to be, I'll say 28-21 Chicago.
Wow.
Listen, I love your optimism.
Right.
I love your optimism.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And
I
hope that you
have more for me.
But
Yeah.
I have to go against that. And
Yes.
I'm going to say the score is going to be 24 to about 14. Bears might score twice, man.
14 points. That means Tyson Bagent is in week 4. So,
Eric, I hope that you keep that.
One way or another, we're going to win.
Because I don't have it.
One way or another. Well, I hope that I'm wrong. I really hope that I'm wrong and the Bears do win, but I just don't see it. Even with Michael Parsons gone, like someone said earlier, they're still a dangerous team.
Listen, I don't like the game. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I'm betting I'm going against the Bears against the damn Clown Boys. I hate that fan base. That fan base is so annoying that they think every damn year is their damn year, Eric, but they ain't been to the damn Super Bowl since the OJ trap. But how's every year your year? I don't understand how they get to talk more trash than every other damn fan base off their damn glory years. Don't nobody care about the damn 90s. Everybody bringing it up with them. I don't want to lose to these bastards. I want to beat them.
You can't say that because we still hanging on the 85. So
no, we're not. No, we're not. We only bring them up when they actually on the show talking about those things.
On the 85.
But we're not talking.
No, you're not. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
we finally got that cue on that one.
I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting to say it just so he can cue it up.
I'm still hanging on the 85.
I love him, but damn it, that ring only got one damn diamond in it. I need some more diamonds now.
Right. The rings are a lot bigger these days.
Come on, man.
Oh, he signed that for me, so I'm hanging on.
Don't ever get that up. I got you.
I can't hang on to the glory days anymore. What are you doing for me now? This is the greatest city in the damn world, Eric.
All right, Janet.
We've won championships in every major sport. And it's been 40 years since we won that damn ring. I'm tired of bringing that ring up.
It's about time, isn't it?
It's well beyond
It's going to be this year.
All right.
New rings.
So it is time to move on.
Yes, it is.
In more ways than one. So let's go to shout outs.
That's
Mr.
what my wife
Chicago
was saying.
with you.
Well, delighting pleasure to be on the show. Again, a very delighting pleasure to meet you, Mr. Erik Kramer. Like I said, you gave me a bit of history when I was younger to actually see you in action, beating them damn Lions back then. I appreciated the performance you put on and the fact that our defense showed up and stopped I believe it was, I can't remember who the quarterback of the Lions was at that time. But anyway, being at home at that game, we won that game emphatically, and I was proud to be a Bears fan even before that. But being that was my first game, I appreciate you for putting on that performance for us in Chicago.
Well, I know you were passionate in the stands, so I'm glad we came.
Yeah, very much so. And I'm always this way. Chicago, anything, man. I live here in Atlanta, but I always tell T-Nick and the rest of the guys, nothing in my house says Atlanta on it except the damn light bill and my driver's license. As you can see, there's Bears and Bulls and everything. You see Jordan's jersey back here. I don't have to even mention that. But I'm not living off Jordan days. What the hell are the Bulls going to do for me now? Because I've won. We've seen all these championships, but we're not relevant anymore.
Don't worry about it. Nothing.
So, yeah, but the Bears better get together.
I'll tell you this. My son, Griffin, is buried in Walter Payton's jersey.
Oh.
Wow.
Man.
That was his favorite human being.
Man, my uncle's favorite player was Walter Payton too. Yeah. Yeah, my uncle's favorite player was Walter Payton as well. That man.
Wow.
That's powerful.
Wow.
Well, I wanted to say this too. Terrence, thanks for reaching out. I've really enjoyed being on with you guys, as I always do. And I just wanted to mention that I've got a new podcast out. It's a 10-part series. It shows up comes on every Wednesday, and it's called The Quarterback and the Con Artist. So
yes.
at the very time when I was recovering from this traumatic brain injury, a woman re-entered my life and did a number to take advantage of me. And so it's a good look back at a tough time, but at the same time, it's a hell of a story.
Wow. So wait, when does that podcast start?
It comes on every Wednesday. I want to say it's midnight East time.
I listened to the last one. It's a great show.
So wherever it's on every like iHeart and Hulu, wherever you listen to podcasts, it's on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I had Anna reach out to me and was telling me about it because I still talk to Anna all the time.
Right. Right.
Also, since you brought up the podcast, let's mention the book too.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the book.
The book that I co-wrote, it's called The Ultimate Comeback. And it deals with a little bit of football, but it's a general life story. And it touches a little bit on Courtney Baird, but at the time the book was written, she wasn't convicted yet. So now she's been convicted. But in any event, it started out where Anna was approached after this Bill Croyle had read a certain article, and so we collaborated on this book together, and it started out really as just sort of a letter to Griffin and Dylan, and I think it mushroomed from there, and I've gotten a lot of feedback from other people that can certainly relate with this, that. There's a bunch of stories in there, so it's I think relatable to a lot of folks.
Awesome. I know I definitely want to get the book, and I'm gonna listen to the podcast too.
Yeah, definitely share some information for the podcast.
I already own the book, and I'm hoping, Erik, we're gonna meet each other soon, and I get you to sign that book.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my book signed.
Can we drop the podcast info?
Drop the podcast. Yeah, I definitely want to tune into that for sure.
Yeah, it's called The Quarterback and the Con Artist.
I love that title. I love it.
I know. I was asking Anna this. Is that available on YouTube yet? Because she just sent me the Spotify one.
You know what? I'm naive. I couldn't tell you, but wherever you listen to podcasts, you can get it.
So we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know I listened to the one on Spotify.
And then the audio, I completed the audio version of that book, and I'm not sure if it's available just yet, and if not, I don't know why, but it will be soon.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Edge, y'all shout outs.
I thought you were going to Frank.
I mean, they usually go.
That's okay.
It is.
Go ahead.
Frank, you want to go?
Well, yeah, I was going to also say, yeah, Chicago against the world, but right now the damn world is winning.
So, Erik, shout out to you, man. Thanks for coming on. Always love having you on. Break down everything Bears related and everything, especially with Caleb Williams. We were really looking forward to hearing that. Also, definitely got to give a shout out to the new podcast therapist. I think we're going to start calling her Andrea in the background. That was the first time I was able to see her. It was really nice to actually get a face. Other than that, though, I mean, I can't give a shout out to the Bears. Still love them.
No.
Man, they're just killing my hopes and dreams of ever being able to witness a championship here in Chicago. But I will give a shout out for one thing, and I know nobody else will be happy with me saying it, but the Bears are officially going to Arlington Heights.
Boo.
So
Boo.
Somebody who lives only 15 minutes there is very, very happy. But feel bad for you guys on that one. Kind of. I'm happy.
No, you don't.
But other than that, I got nothing else.
So you Edge.
Okay. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the chat. The chat was lit tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Remember to like and subscribe to the Chicago Clubhouse Podcast. Help us get our subscribers up. Remember, it doesn't cost a thing to subscribe or like. Shout out to you, gentlemen. Shout out to you, Erik Kramer, for coming on and with us once again. We love it every time you're on. I think you like being on here with us with all the many different opinions that we have and the disagreements that we have.
This is a saucy buffet.
That's a way of describing it, Erik. That's a way of describing it.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Shout out to JB. Shout out to Frank the Tank, T. Nick, Mr. Chicago, the super producer in the back, the crooked commish. Shout out to Andrea for coming on and giving us very knowledgeable take on as far as when it comes down to suicide and everything. Thank you, Erik, as well, is giving us knowledge and hotlines also to reach out to. Remember to tune in to his podcast Wednesday, 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Mountain Time, and 9 o'clock Pacific.
Look at you rattling them off like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's one thing I did learn in school. The time.
We all got our strong suits.
Dan. Shout out to Dan for the super chats.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Dan.
Double super chat. He put up 2 super chats.
Two super chats. Shout out to Dan.
So I will do my shout outs real quick. First of all, to you, EK, you're always so willing to come on, and we appreciate that. You never big time us at all. You know, we do get big times by some people, but you never do us like that. You always make some time for us, and we really appreciate it. We really appreciate the fact that you're one of the best quarterbacks the Bears ever had, and you take the time to talk to us. So thank you, EK. Appreciate it. Andrea, thank you. Applause. Andrea, thank you for coming on and dropping a few gems when it comes to mental health awareness and suicide awareness. We appreciate that. We appreciate you also for being like one of our P1s. You're always watching the podcast. If we have 2 people listening, it's always the mom and you. So we appreciate that.
Yeah, T stole your thunder, JB.
No, not all of it. Not all of it. I'm still selling my tickets. My club level football game tickets. So if anybody wants to go to the Bears Cowboys game, please contact me and you can buy my tickets. Not that the Bears stink. Well, even though they kind of do.
Yeah, those tickets got to be about $8 by now. Here, I mean,
what?
Man, McCaskey's not playing. They don't give a shit about the Bears stinking.
The value of them damn tickets is about the same value as a damn pack of pens off Amazon. Ain't nobody buying the damn tickets.
They don't give a fuck.
Oh, the first F-bomb of the night goes to T.
Money in the jar. Money in the jar. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
There you go.
They don't care. They don't give a shit about if the Bears suck or not. They just want people in those seats. And we heard that from one of our guests a long time ago, Jim McMahon. He said that.
He did.
They don't care about being good. So I still have those tickets. Price is negotiable. I'll go under face value.
$50.
Tickets.
Exactly.
You might want to give them tickets away with some money in addition to the damn tickets. Like, you know what? I'm gonna give you money for taking the tickets off my damn hands.
Yeah, okay.
This is just, come on, man.
Yeah, all right. But that might be just about it for my shot. Oh, shout out to my pops for making me a Bears fan. He's no longer here. He died a couple of years ago, but he was the biggest Bears fan ever. And he's the reason why I'm a Bears fan. But he wouldn't be too happy right now. He wouldn't be too happy right now with the Bears. But that if you are listening, you are watching, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. And I thought about you a lot the other day. Okay. I don't want to be emotional. That's it for my shouts. It's on you, JB.
Damn, I ain't even finished mine, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, JB, because you got a long list.
I do. But first and foremost, I want to thank you guys. You know what Tuesdays mean to me and all that everybody's going through. So I applaud you, brothers. EK, I got to thank you for a myriad of things from my childhood, for winning my first Tecmo Bowl Super Bowl championship. I thank you for that because that meant a lot to me when I was a shorty, right? It meant a lot to me in 95, right? I also want to thank you because I still hold this grudge. If Michael Timpson makes 2 of those catches, you hit 4,000 yards and you hit 30 touchdowns. No shade to Michael Timpson, but I remember that.
I got it. I've never heard anybody bring that up before, but that's pretty cool.
That's how much you all meant to me in my childhood on CBS on Sundays.
We almost had you at 4,000, Eric. We almost had you.
I want to talk to Michael Timpson like, hey man, we got to talk, but But thank you so much for being inspirational in my life. One of the best quarterbacks that I've ever seen in Bears history, and just for being like a great guy when it comes to us. Like T said, never big time in us and everything. Getting out and thank you as like everything that we're talking about with mental health and everything. I thank you for still being here, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Because that means so much to what we're trying to do. We're trying to reach people not only through sports, but through advocacy. And I thank you so much for just being here for us, brother. You don't understand how much that really means. I'm a dean of a high school, and I understand how much mental health means.
Yep.
Everybody. It's paramount.
You got that
right. Especially now.
So thank you thank you for being here. And love and shout out to Griffin. Man, just love you and your family, man. Real talk. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. The chat, oh my God, EK, they were here for you. They really were. And they came in early and often. Thank you to Andrea, one of our P1s, that took the time to come on. show face value, speak to us about her journey with mental health, show us the collaboration between EK and her at a celebrity golf event. I think that was like in the 90s, right?
It had to be. Yep.
Right? Like 94, 95, probably.
Mm-hmm. Well, and we cherish and relish that. So thank you for sharing that with us. I know a lot of people love to see that. Like, oh my God, that's like Erik Kramer and Andrea like 30 years ago. Like, we love it. So thank you for that. Crooked Commission, the back, doing everything that he can. The super producer, Ant Stewart. Darius D. Jones, I believe he's a CVS alum. Don Burr, although he's a Detroit fan, he did come in earlier often. I believe he's in the military serving our seas. So we thank you. The Ghost of Judah Tribe, thank you for coming in. Team Kumar Logan, thank you for chiming in. TTNL Runaway, thank you for chiming in. JBTW Watkins, Bears Down. Shazilla, thank you. They were going back and forth. Team Leah, Logan and Leah. Shiny C, one of our P1s, thank you for chiming in. We appreciate the love. Thank you so much, baby girl. Lorenzo Clemens, our resident Big Ten referee and actor, also homegrown from Louisiana, but lives in Chicago. Thank you.
Hold on for a second, JB. Can we ask TTNL Runaway why he calls himself TTNL Runaway? Like, why did he run away from TTNL?
So we have asked him that, and from his description,
he has answered before.
He has answered that he just feels that we are the show for him, and they are the show for.
He says whenever they have guests, they all just talk over their guests. They treat their guests like crap. They treat their chat like crap. It's not a fun show. It's like talking to a bunch of robots who don't know anything about sports. And according to him, they said something about our show, and that's when he came and checked us out and fell in love with us.
Oh,
yes.
Oh boy.
So thank you again. That's a value play for TTNL Runaway. We appreciate that.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna sit back down. Shut up.
Yes. Bears down. Jeanette Johnson, one of our P1s, who always chimes in and makes sure she doesn't miss a show. We appreciate the love and respect. Botrix, our what is that? Our AI generated posting tool. Thank you for Botrix for chiming in. And this is where it gets a little bit heavy because there was a lot of people having a lot of talk. EK, they were just like going at it. Not the Caleb stuff, but the real stuff. You know, I shouldn't have said that, but I really don't care because
you're that guy.
First of all, stop painting your nails. You ain't did shit to honor it.
Listen, stop doing that. I don't want to see that no more. You're not Dennis Rodman. Rodman's the only way he could do that because he gave me 25 damn rebounds a game. Don't do it again.
Rogers Ranger, thank you for checking in. We lit. Go Lions. Okay, Detroit bred. I appreciate that, but thank you for chiming in. Immortal, thank you for chiming in. It was on early and often and kept the chat going really, really, really good. Easy, who has a show, one of our network guys. Easy does it on Saturdays. Easy chimed in. Toussaint J, one of our P1s. Thank you for chiming in. Yep, there you go. Easy does it. Let's see here. Dan Tanner. Dan Tanner, thank you for chiming in. Dan Tanner was our first and second person to chime in with our chat. What's it called, Crook? The chat where you donate to be put in
Super
front?
chat.
Super chat. Yeah.
So thank you, Dan Tanner, for the super chat. And he also he said, quit being so hard on fingernail polish Freddie. Caleb will hopefully be okay eventually. That was
he better. He better.
Fingernail polish Freddie. That was hilarious.
I need him to prove me right about him. That's what I need.
GenerationalWealth.net, another podcast that gives us also financial literacy. Thank you for chiming in. Frank O'Dowd, I think I know that guy. Thank you for chiming in, Frank. We appreciate it.
Stud. Let me tell you, that guy's a stud.
Okay, we're not going to talk about your neighbors, Frank.
Which one?
Or the ones in our... No, let me stop. Zach J, thank you. I believe he is the first timer, and we appreciate the first timers more than anything. Repeat business is also good, so don't change that. And it just, man, when I say this chat kept going, Jay Grizz from the East Coast, Chicago born, chimed in. Thank you, Jay Grizz. We also Ray Mason is a new P1 that chimed in, so we appreciate that. AC Adam chimed in, so we appreciate that as well. And we had a couple of guys a long repeat, but we know for one, if we have one person, Mr. Bakes-a-Lot. Mr. Bakes-a-Lot chimed in. I saw that towards the end.
I want to know what he baking.
No, I don't even know all that because I don't want to be implemented. The less I know, the better. I don't want to be implemented in Nathan. And then it kept going. Oh my God. Like, see, EK, when you come on, stuff happens.
Look at how popular you guys are.
How popular you are. Thank you.
By the way, go back to Andrea. I see she popped in here when you were talking about what year that was.
She did.
96.
96.
It was that week of the Super Bowl when Dallas played Pittsburgh.
Barry Switzer. That's what that was.
That's right. That's right.
Dallas.
But Dallas came up again. God dog it. We talking about cowgirls again. But
he backed into that one.
He kind of did. And yes, Lorenzo grew up on the west side of Chicago bred. We love that. And if we only got one person that watches the Chicago podcast, I know we may have 2, 3, 4, 5, but one for real. It's a Chicago podcast mom, who is my mom, Miss Sandra Bonham Holmes. Thank you, lady. We love you and we appreciate you. And that's it for me.
I just want to finish my shout outs. Man, because T cut me clear. I like, man, I'm still going, but okay. Shout out to my kiddies. Shout out to my baby boy Ricky. Shout out to my wife, Jolanda. Unlike most of the guys on here, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Bears. And my shout out is show some heart. We know you're talented. Go out there, get off the schneid. Everybody counting you out. I'm a Chicago Bears fan till I die.
100%.
Tyreek Stevenson.
We all but don't
play this game. You can't play the game of football and go out there and act like some wimps. There's other words I want to say, but I'm not going to say those words.
Yeah. I got a bunch of words to say, but I'm not going to say.
It's a man's sport. Be a man. There's no way on God's green earth that you call yourself a professional athlete. Because not everybody can do what you guys do. Yep. They have a QB rating where QB passes on in this 158. Have some self-pride, have some heart, as JB's point.
Yep. That man went 16 for 16.
You playing in one of the greatest cities in the world.
Ever.
Go out there and get these fans what it is that they want.
Ever.
Get us wins. You go on and got the talent. Go out there and do it. Do it for your families. Because people talking about you.
Yep. It ain't good.
Disrespecting your families. Go out there and at least do it for them. Have some pride. Ben Johnson, call again. You've been waiting for this opportunity your whole life. It's here. Take advantage.
You actually listen, man. We're all Bears fans for life, but don't suck the life out of us. Don't take the life out of us looking like this. We pour more life into us, man. Give us something more that we can actually positively say about y'all and talk about y'all. Don't have us out here embarrassing us.
Oh, and hey, pregame is going to be happening this Sunday. I think around 10 o'clock. The Chicago Clubhouse or Chicago Clubhouse Network. We'll have our pregame at 10 o'clock, starring a Crooked Commish and our chef, and our boy AP. So AMP. Check those guys out. 10 o'clock Central Time, please. I don't know if T Nick coming in. So
but to close us out, EK, give your shout outs.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Well,
EK, you ain't give your shout outs. Okay.
I didn't forget.
Well, here we go. I got to give a shout out to my boy Dylan, who's doing great right now. Anna, of course, and just friends and family of mine that have hung in there this whole time. And to all you Bears fans out there, all I can tell you is this: be patient. Things are going to turn around with this crew. But like we've all been saying, they've got to do their part too to get things going.
Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Well said.
We appreciate
that.
I don't know if T Nick coming back in, but hey,
he ain't. We just close it out. Let's hit it with
it. Mr. Chicago, the super producer in the back, the crooked commish, our boy T Nick. Hey, for Andrea and our boy, our QB, EK Erik Kramer, the survivor.
Yes, sir.
Your boy Edge. Guess what, people? We out.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
Bah.
No round.
No.
Remember we were doing
no,
you're not.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production.
That joke about the bear claw back in the day.
Good night, Sarah Leone.
Bye-bye.
All right, kids. Good night, man. Thanks for having me on.
L for love. Good times.
Come back now, E. Come back.
All right, EK.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes.
You're still here. It's over.